Okay. All right. Internet is literal horse shit, so this is going to be interesting. Quaid, can you tell me how's the stream coming through for you? Just say it in chat or something. This could be remarkably short considering the quality of whatever the hell this is. Christ. And we'll get on with it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are doing the less glamorous side of being a fiber artist, which is attaching tags to stuff and getting things ready for sale. And then we may just make some hairbands, assuming that my internet hasn't gone to entire shit and then some. Hi Matthew, listen, I'm trying to test the stream. Apparently it's absolute horse shit and stuff just keeps falling over. Like my dropped frames is hitting something like 50% at this rate. Video is stuttering. Bugger anyway. Yeah, okay, so there's something wrong in our video. I have no idea what it is. Literally can't figure it out. Fucking great. Oh yeah, just so you know, Matthew, you now have emotes. we have emotes, it's great. Just hang on, I'm gonna put them in the chat. Because I have emotes now. I made some emotes. Hey, I made some emotes. Yeah, I made some emotes with Frank. Frank obviously is here, keeping an eye on things. He's very pleased about them, very happy with the work. But yes, subscribers now have emotes. And what I'm going to be doing tonight is we're going to be putting a bunch of tags, essentially, on these market bags that I've got. And, god damn you. Cotton and something else. I'm going to have to actually change that one. Fucking great. Or there's something wrong on Twitch. Honestly, I don't know. It's just something gone wrong. It's bullshit is what it is. Anyway, I've got all of the things here. So now we get to go and actually put them on. If I can make some space and not just leave everything lying around the place. Fan-bloody-tastic. All right. So, fun fact, all right. I went up to a store called Urban Source here in Vancouver, and they do recycled craft supplies. And I got this sample, whatchamacallit, of different types of leather that just happened to be little pieces of leather, just happened to be like exactly the right size to write my name on it and tie it onto a bag. Yay! Many streamers are having the same issue today. Oh good, not just me. Fan-dabby-tastic. Anyway, we are going to stick one of these little tags, and I've already kind of written on them, if you can see this here. Focus. Rainfall made in Vancouver 2022. So the nice thing about having these little leather tag watches is that like they are already sticky. So I can just basically plonk them there in the inside of the bag. And then I already have some spare yarn that I kept because I never throw anything away. That would be nuts. And now we are going to stick these on. Well, I mean, first of all, I'm going to actually poke a hole in them because that would be useful. And what I have here is the thing I dropped. What I have here is this. And if you're wondering, this is an early 20th century lace making tool. It is an awl. It is incredibly pointy. Made out of, I don't know, stainless steel or something like that. I have no idea. And the handle is made out of bone as far as I can tell. Motherfucker is the handiest thing I've ever gotten my hands on. Still good today. So, make a Yule hole here. Make another Yule hole here. Hopefully without stabbing myself. Not always a guarantee. Urban Source is the absolute best. Yeah, hell to the yeah. Well, you did a first stream, I discovered that you have to turn. Yes. Yeah, I know, right? It's a really beautiful all. I got this and a hook little thing in the same pack. They're obviously part of the same set kind of thing. I love them both. I'm so happy that these old tools still work. Hey, Dead Chrome, how's it going? Haven't seen you online, but I haven't seen you online since Friday, and I've just been essentially having a weird couple of days. Doing great, man. I wish it, like, you gotta get back online or something, okay? We gotta see the rest of that Hitman series, all right? You gotta play that level in Hitman where they do the thing with the sniper rifle and you basically ruin somebody's wedding. Okay? That's a fun level. I can't even remember what Hitman game is in. I just know that Quaid was playing it at one stage and I thought it was really funny. Or the one where he acts like a male model, all right? That is never not going to be funny. Especially because they give him the makeup that makes him look like a clown. That's high entertainment. You can't go wrong with that. Anyway, I'm gonna get this one. Just take a little bit of this. I don't think we're gonna need a whole lot. In case anyone's wondering, I found these snips in a thrift store for $1. I have no idea what they're actually used for. They have some Japanese on them. And I can't show the on stream because I don't know. It's probably for pruning something or other, but whatever. They're my snips now. And I'm going to be using them for cutting all the yarn because they are indeed that sharp. I've just been keeping an eye out for they're for trimming roses. There you go. You learn something new every day. All right. So there's stuff and things been happening. All right. I'm super happy. I just put the wrong needle on. Okay. You know what? We're just going to go with this. It's been a weird day. It's been a weird day, you know. We're not going to say too much more about it. It's been strange. There we go. There's one. This is not going to be fancy, and I may have just already buggered it up by putting the hole too close to the edge, but you know what? We're just going to go with it and hope it's going to be okay. I think, yeah, you know what? I think I'll use the other needle. I don't want to actually stress this too much because the leather is I don't want to be nasty to it, you know. You gotta be careful with this. This is going to be some nice stuff. So yeah, I've had a weird couple of days. Come on. I've had a weird couple of days. Most specifically, the weirdness is that I started some new brain drugs, and those are interesting, let me tell you what. Make me very tired up to a point. And the other thing is that I got a second commission for crochet stuff. Someone's asked me once again to make Junimos from Stardew Valley. And I will probably do those on stream just for shits and giggles. Don't quote me on that. Too late on the internet, credit you now for alternative. Yes. Quaid speaks the truth. Come on. Yeah, so I get to make some more Junimos from Stardew Valley. To date, I have made 4 of them. And I made the first 2 as kind of a special request from my neighbour, who's also a friend of mine. She was like, my kids really, really love Stardew Valley. Please, 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 can I have some Junimos? Because I don't want to go on to Etsy and pay the ridiculous prices they're asking for Junimos, and they don't have the ones that I want. And I'm like, sure, I can do that. I can do anything. So I go ahead and I went and made 2, and then my own kids saw them and thought they were the greatest things on the planet and said, Mummy, 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 please give us some Junimos. So I was like, well, okay, then I guess I'm making more of them. Lo and behold, I did. And that was 4. And now the same neighbours come back to me and said, well, someone else has seen them now and they think they're the greatest things ever. Can we have another 2, please? And you can actually quote me, give me a price for it. And I was like, okay. It's good. All right. I guess I'm doing that. So, if anyone cares, yes, I can make little Junimos. They cost $40 because I found a place where I could get nice yarn, which is really the most important thing, because getting decent yarn was the hard thing. The first ones that I made for my neighbour were made using the local Sweet Georgia yarn, all right? And if you want to spend $50 on the best superwash merino money can buy, I invite you to go and take a look at their stock, okay? But if you do not want to spend an astronomical amount on yarn just to make a couple of little toys, those snips are actually for sewing. Well, okay then. At least they're getting the use of something that's kind of similar to sewing, even if it's not really sewing. It's fine. It's good. Whatever. The important thing is that they're being used. They're literally called sewing snips. Well, okay. Anyway. I made those 2 out of super, super, super expensive yarn, and they were beautiful. I have to say, they came out really, really nice, and I really like them. And And when my neighbour said, like, okay, I asked her, like, hey, we're going to do the same again? Because the only thing I required, the first time I did this, right? First time I made those little dynamos, I said, look, you're a friend. I'm not going to quote you for the work. You just get me the yarn and I'll make it go, I promise. And I did. So she went and got the good stuff for her own kids, right? But she was like, yeah, okay, we want to as kind of birthday presents. But she was like, I don't want to spend $50 on yarn for this, if that's okay. Yeah, okay. So I rocked my happy ass up to one of the yarn shops here in Vancouver. And I found a really nice one that I hadn't actually been to before. You thought they might, yeah, I know, see? Literally, you thought they might be for bonsai. They did look like bonsai scissors when I picked them up, right? But I was like, no, this is probably for sewing or something description. They're perfect for yarn. They are indeed perfect for yarn. So anyway, we went to, like, I actually, so Nitri is wild nomad, and the two of us went up to a yarn store today to go looking for stuff. And she got herself some absolutely amazing yarn, which is all rainbow coloured. And you're making a cowl of some kind, if I remember correctly. But I got to wind it up. It was great. It was great. It was like really satisfying. But yeah, so I picked up some yarn to make these two little junimos, and it's like I even forget the brand that I got. It's just more superwash merino, except it doesn't cost $50. It's like I spent like $16 to get the two skeins that I actually need, which is going to be more than enough to actually make the junimos, because they're tiny little things. They're intricate, yeah, but they're only basically small little pride colors, yeah. Just the most incredible yarn you've ever seen. Like seriously awesome stuff. Like that is the stuff we're here for, kind of thing. But yeah, so we went up, and the shop itself was incredible. We had a chat to the owner and everything like that. Turns out that the owner drops baby merino. There you go. Yeah, good stuff. Hopefully it'll make a very nice set of junimos. And we got to talk to the owner, and I mentioned that I'm a crochet instructor, and Wild Nomad thinks that I did fine. I think that I'm a gym rig mess. I thought I was a gym rig mess, because I was just like, I teach crochet and a bunch more stuff, and yeah, because that's just how it goes. Sometimes you go a little bit squirrely, or at least I do. Don't know about you guys. I still think I did. It's crazy. But, while I think of it, today's bubbly flavour is lime. I'm going to want more of this. I'm still halfway through. I'm just like halfway through this. I'm halfway through the can. I've only just started the stream. Absolutely going to need more of it. There. We have stuff to be doing. 4 bags to do. So I got to put these little tags on all 4 bags. And then I have to attach the little these little pricing label whatchamacallits, because tomorrow, dear friends, I am going to go over to the local cafe that is a very much a kind of the hippie kind of boho kind of market cafe, whatever the hell you want to call it. And I've been talking to the guys there. They've been really nice. And I said, listen, I want to sell my market bags. Can I sell them through the cafe? You know, and they are just as bad as in the dark as they are, because I was just like, hey, maybe I can do this. I don't even know if it's going to work, but fuck it, let's have a go. And I said, listen, this is what I can do. Like, what do you think? And they're like, sure, how much do you want to sell them for? And I was like, I don't know. So I eyeballed some prices. It's cost about, the big ones here, I think, cost about $10 in yarn. And then I'm charging $50 and just calling $40 like my time. And that's mostly because I can crochet like the fucking wind when I have to anyway. So we're going to see how we get on with that. I personally don't know. So if you will allow me to absolutely nerd right the fuck out, okay? I discovered, no, not $20. God damn you, Dacro. You don't know anything about crochet. I know this for a fact. Well, I mean, you know, because you watch me, okay? Just, no, 50, not 20. These are big. Yeah, anyway. So, if I'll be allowed to nerd out a little bit, okay? I discovered that everybody doing anything interesting in the actual crochet world, none of them speak English, and that has been my mistake. I have been I've been kind of searching among the English-speaking world for new and interesting things in the field of crochet, and it turns out that everybody doing the really cool stuff, all of them are either from Brazil, Turkey, Iran, Kazakhstan, the Middle East, Israel, a bunch more places, Korea, okay? None of them speak English. But if you go onto Instagram, all right, and start searching, okay, and basically just kind of like, and don't basically make sure that you're specifically targeting like the Brazilian crocheters, the Middle Eastern crocheters. Suddenly you get a wealth of information, and the most incredible like and just like I swear to God, guys, Wild Nomad told me to go check the shit out, and she was absolutely right. My mind, absolute insanity. Okay, now the big question we're going to have here is how do I actually tie these motherfuckers on? How am I going to do that? And which one is it? There we go. Large market bag. I've only got one of them. Right. Large market bag. Are we just... We are fucking making it up. Squirrel. Is the stream lagging for anyone else? No, probably. Probably because the stream is an absolute bitch. And something is wrong with Twitch. I have no idea. Sorry, man. Okay. Let's see how the cool kids do this. Hang on. It's totally something like this, I think. It's video lagging, audio seems fine. Yeah, okay, there's definitely something wrong, and like my dropped frames rate is absolutely horrendous, and I'm not entirely sure why. It may be Twitch or it may be something else, and I'm really sorry, guys. Yeah. So look, see, I made it. This is a tag. Look at this as a tag. Okay. Large market bag in my terrible handwriting, and it's just about $50. You can make it. Yeah, there you go. And then I wrote some stuff at the back, handmade in Vancouver, BC, 100% cotton, Rainfall Crafts 2022, and then my website on the side, because I figure I got to do something like, I don't know idea. I'm just like making this shit up at this point. Let's just continue. Let's continue. And I'm just going to assume that they're going to cut this off or untie it or something. I'm not even sure how this works. Because once again, half-assing this, and I didn't bother looking it up. Just like, how hard can it be? Write some labels, tie some shit to a bag. It'll be fine. Yeah. Wanders in and makes shit up. Dad, you're an absolute treasure. Good kitty. Right, there we go. Check that out. Look at that! It's a big-ass tag, a big-ass paper tag, and I've got it on my bag. Yay! Okay, so if anyone else cares, okay, it's a great idea. Well, I mean, I got nothing else, but I was actually in, funnily enough, Urban Source, and they were selling some paper tags, and I thought, I need some of those. So I grabbed them. Now here's the thing, all right? And we're rocking into this place now, and I'm just kind of like, hey, can I hang these up somewhere? I guess I'm going to have to try and find a hook or something. I don't know. I don't know what would, I just, none of this has been planned for what it's worth. Absolutely none of it. I've just kind of like, we're going with whatever works at this point. Yay, it's a tag. It's a tag. Okay, so this one is the small one that's cotton. Yeah, here we go. Oh wait, is this the one that's cotton? Bugger, where's the thing? Where did I leave the thing? Is it, okay, hold on, it's this thing. Wait. Osterman. No, this is the cotton and the other one. Fuck it anyway. All right. Hold on. That's the medium one. Medium, small. It's not cotton though. What? Did I write one of these wrong? I didn't. No, I planned nothing, apparently. I planned fucking nothing. I'm gonna have to go and rewrite a tag or some shit. I just... Okay, you know what? Whatever. We're just gonna put this on. Let's see. What color? goes with this. I'm going to use this one. Fuck it. Yes, planning is overrated. Planning is for the weak. Planning is for the prepared, which is clearly not me. Come on. Yeah, anyway. So like I need to, like, seriously, Turkish and like Middle Eastern crocheters, they're doing mad shit. Mad shit that I never would have thought about in a million years. Learned more in a week than I have in the last 6 months looking at random shit. Eventually you may want to buy a stamp. Yes, I will probably want to buy a stamp, but like we're not going to overthink this too much, because that would be easy. And I obviously have to make things hard for myself. Oh, so the other thing I was going to tell you guys, I actually finished the Skyrim shawl, and I'm deeply unhappy with it. And everyone else seems to like it, and I fucking don't. Because I look at it and go, fucking got the wrong yarn and the wrong just gauge, and it's just like, why? Why did you come out the way you did? No, it's because I made mistakes, and I decided to basically follow through. Because when I make a mistake, I commit to my half-assery and just say, fuck it, we're going to finish it, and it's going to be whatever it is, because like Edna Mode, you must always look forward and never look back. You must accept your own stupid mistakes, whatever the shitty consequences of those may be, and continue on. Fix it in the next attempt. Anyway, Skyrim shawl. It's been done. And I'm really fucking annoyed with it at this rate. Because like it's not what I wanted. It's like the design is getting lost on it, and I'm so unreasonably pissed off that that's the case. It's like that you can see the dragon, alright? I posted a picture on Instagram if anyone cares. Actually, I'm gonna do the thing. Hold on. Wait. Come on. Socials. There. That thing. Right. That Instagram, right? I put a picture up just to show you, like, that's what the actual pattern looks like, or what it's supposed to look like. Oh, like, if when you actually wear it, I think the pattern gets lost. Like, it photographs okay, but I don't think it actually comes together very well at all if you're actually just wearing it as is. Like, the photograph is lying, effectively. And it's just, oh, it's so annoying. Yeah, okay. I should probably stretch this. Who's got 2 thumbs and threw her back out again? This woman. I'm doing that essentially on the regular. It's just ridiculous. Yes, it is a variation of the yarn. Like, the yarn that I was using was a Lion Brand shawl and ball, and I thought I would get away with the amount of variation in it. Apparently not. I cocked it up. Hey, Crowbar Scarred, how's it going? I expect you will be lurking. Please enjoy your lurk. It's just like, it would have worked. It would have been fine, except, oh, fuck it. It just... I need to do it again, but I need to do it basically with plain, like with as plain a yarn I can get my hands on. And I may be going back and just getting more of the Drops Merino, just because the baby merino seems to be very, like, it'll work up, I think, quite nicely. And like, I want this to be perfect before I actually photograph it. I've written the entire pattern out, which was an absolute buggerance, let me tell you what. But it's like, I can't photograph it until I get one that I'm actually happy with. And I'm not happy with it. Fucking not. And I know this makes me probably a bit crazy and neurotic, and I don't fucking care. I'm an artist. We're allowed to be slightly crazy. Apart from the whole, having weird issues with brain drugs and stuff. Where is that light? I mean, no, the ties, yeah, no, the ties are. Or is it? Are you fucking with me or not? It's fine. It's fine. We'll just continue. Oh, that's what Photoshop is for. No. No. You can't do that. You can't do that. You cannot Photoshop what the actual end result's going to look like. Down that way lies madness. And, like, angry people asking why their shit doesn't look the same way. Like, I don't want to invite that kind of evil upon me. I mean, that said, like, my patterns have been fairly well received up to this point, which is nice, And I'm currently working on the secret. I'm working on the special secret project that I can't tell you guys about because I've no idea if it's going to work or not, and I'm terrified that it's not going to work. And if it doesn't work, then no one shall ever know that I cocked it up, because it's a major, major, major thing. It's like, I'm not sure I can execute this in a way that makes that will be worthwhile, and I don't want people to know if I really screw it up. Like, it's like I'm being really ambitious and trying to put it together, and I don't want to, like, yeah, I don't want people to know if I screw it up, because it's like it's high stakes on that one. I don't want to, yeah, I don't want to fuck it up, because if I get it right, it is going to look fucking badass. It's going to look amazeballs. And I'm going to get all the viralness from it or something. Well, I mean, I hope. I really do. Because it's just like super, super cool design. And of course, it's corner to corner crochet, because what the fuck else do I do with my time? Nothing. That's what. I am all about the corner to corner crochet. And doing weird techniques. Do you want to know something that really blew my mind? Like, literally blew my mind completely over the week, all right? It was the fact that a bunch of, like, I was just watching this random video on Instagram, okay? And this Turkish crocheter was like, she was demonstrating a technique and everything like that. And I swear to God, you don't believe this is so important, right? She's closing a round, okay? Because you do a round, you get to the start, like if you're doing individual rounds and not just spiraling, okay? She gets to the end of the round, right? She's preparing to join on, okay? And I'm just looking at it going, yeah, we're getting to the end of the round. She's doing just join on, start a new round or whatever, blah, blah, blah. So far, so standard kind of thing. And just blew my fucking mind. She takes the hook out, okay? Literally, takes the hook off the active stitch. And I was like, wait a minute, we're suddenly going off the script. What is this nonsense? And swear to God, she takes the hook off the active stitch, passes it through the stitch she's attaching into, pulls the active stitch through from the back, then passes the hook through from the front, as if starting a new stitch, and essentially does an extra double at that point, and makes the join invisible. And I was looking at this going like, the fuck is this wizardry? Magic! I literally had to watch that reel several times just to see what the fuck she'd done. And by the end of it, I was just like, oh my God. And I hit the camera, I hit the microphone, I'm really sorry. Somebody clip that! Sorry. Anyway, just fucking revolution. It doesn't sound revolutionary. It just doesn't sound like it, okay? But if you do a lot of crochet and you've never seen that before, it looks like fucking voodoo. It literally looks like magic. It's just like, why did I never think about that being a thing? You take the hook off the active stitch. Like, the fact that you can do that is like, of course you can do that, but you never think of doing that because nobody does that. Like, well, I mean, nobody from the West, like no Western crocheters I know. I've never seen anybody do that, you know? I mean, I take the hook off the stitch all the time, but that's mostly because, like, I'm just, moving my hooks around, not because I'm doing a particular technique. It's insanity is what it is. And I was just like, I can't even describe it. I was just absolutely getting my mind blown by looking at this. It's just like, I feel like I've just learned to crochet for the first time, and I'm watching someone who clearly knows a fuck ton more than me. And I thought I was pretty good at crochet until I saw these ladies. Swear to God. I thought I was good. Thought I was good. Like, that's how big of a deal it is. And now I'm just like, I feel like I just need to tell absolutely everybody, because like, not like people who are actually doing crochet are like, you're not getting the full crochet experience, if you know what I mean. Like, there's you're not getting the full kind of like what crochet could be as an art form unless you were watching these women at work. It's just insane. I was watching this other I don't think she's Turkish. I think she's Iranian. Maybe? I don't really know. I don't know a whole lot about the Middle East. I think the language she's speaking is Farsi, or Arabic or something. That's the types, the what you call it, the actual, the typeface. And I don't really know. I abuse the absolute crap out of Instagram's like automatic translation, crappy as it is. It's just, that's where we're at with that. And the really cool thing is that what she's doing is literally recreating the classic Chanel bag. And if you've ever seen Chanel, right. I don't know if anyone else here is as into handbags as I am. I am into handbags in very particular circumstances. I just know a lot of the classic styles to see them, etc., because of nonsense reasons. And Chanel, all right. Chanel did a lot of very distinctive stuff. Okay. Oh, River to the show. Hi, River. How's it going? I'm just blathering on about handbags. Go to bed. It's fine. Anyway, look seriously. Like Chanel back in the 70s, right? Let's get past the fact that she was a Nazi sympathizer and all around absolute bitch of a person, okay? But she did a particular design, okay? The Chanel design, which is that quilted design, that quilted design, right, with the kind of the strap with a lot of with a lot of metal or whatever in it, you know. But everyone will probably know the Chanel bags because they've got this black leather. It's you know, it's a small little handbag. It's about yay big, say for example, with a fold over top, and it's got this leather with a rim, essentially like a finished kind of edge here, and cross, like diamond quilting on top, and then the Chanel logo or whatever. And it's incredibly distinctive, right? You would know it to see it. If you know Chanel, you absolutely know this bag. Now here's the thing: this lady in wherever in the Middle East, Iran. I don't know. I'm just guessing there really, and she's literally recreating that classic Chanel bag in crochet. And it looks fucking good. It looks like, hell yeah, you are taking this you're taking this piece to the runway and you're going to look awesome. Like, that's the level that we're at here. Like, like, I think a lot of the Brazilians do a lot of like crochet lessons, so they're great for like aggregate kind of stuff. Really, like, they just like, there's a couple of them that all they do is just they scour the interwebs for, as far as I can tell anyway, and Instagram, looking for like videos of cool crochet stuff because they want to promote their lessons or whatever. And like, and often there's just like stuff is watermarked from other people and there's no credit given because that's not how they roll. But it's really cool because like you get to see a lot of stuff, and then you can actually go, if people actually had their watermarks, they don't bother taking them out, and you can go looking for those people as well. And like, but yeah, the Brazilians seem to go heavy on like lessons, all right. And then the Middle Eastern crowd go into like bags and baskets, like in a big way. Then Korea, they go that way as well. It's like all kinds of like very cute kind of like kawaii, that whatever that cutesy kind of stuff, right? And bags as well. And and like there's and then the Turks seem to go for like more intricate things like mandalas and like motifs and like more complex kind of floral stuff or whatever. It is super super interesting to see it, and I'm so fucking glad that I found it. It's just like, this is like the best thing ever. I'm learning so many stuff, and I can't understand a word these wonderful women are saying. I have to rely on Instagram to translate for me. I feel like such a dickbag for it because it's very terrible translation. None like you get the general gist, and that's about it. No more than that. But oh my God, guys, I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm just so much there that you can learn. It's like, so exciting. All right, put that down for 1 sec. I'm going to have a pile of just random crap over here and I'm done, I think. Okay, that's another one in. Just cut off these ends. Yeah. Whee! There's my bag. The inside of my bag. And it's got my tag in it. There we go. I was thinking about lining this, but I don't think I'm going to bother. It's just a nice little bag on its own, in fairness. Holds a lot of stuff. All right, that's number 2. Okay, number 3. Now this one is actually 100% cotton. And I think I've already decided that the white one was going to go on it. Like that. Yeah, I like that. I got to go back to Urban Source and buy more of these, I think. The one thing that I was worried about was like, can you mark up leather such that it doesn't rub off? And I actually don't know. This is probably not going to stay very well, I don't think, on this tag anyway. Which really kind of worries me a bit, because I can just do that and it'll just kind of rub off. Oh boy, guys. I don't know. What was the other one I did? I just did the first one. I thought that one came out and that one was going to stay, and it didn't rub off. It wouldn't rub off. Yeah, that one doesn't rub off. Oh, because this isn't the Prismacolor shit. Oh, fuck. I gotta redo it. No, it's not even on my desk. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna go back to the drawing board and that. Well, okay. Matthew Poker brought me a slap stand to hold embroidery hoops, so I can embroider the hoop with two hands, not have to hold the hook. That's awesome. You should continue with that. That sounds like fun. I keep thinking about going back into to doing like embroidery or whatever, but frankly, I don't think I have the time for it at this rate because I'm doing so much other stuff. Oh, come here, asshole! Just why are you tangled up? Here we go. Sorry, the yarn getting away from me. Okay, all right. Look, we're going to get back to this entire mess. All right, I got to go and take a look at the tags to see if is the ink actually going to stay or not. And if it turns out it's not, then we have an issue and I need to redo the tags. Grand fucking times indeed. Anyway, here we go. So here's a fun thing. Okay, so I said I was going to do some headbands, all right, and I do want to do some headbands because I saw some really cool techniques that I learned, and I want to do some of them. And this is one of them. All right. This is another one of those like here's if you can crochet with two hands, this kind of becomes really easy, right? Because you're just basically doing a starting chain, but it's like a thicker foundation chain, all right? If you see that, ain't that neat? It's like doubling up in the chain. I love it, but it's like it's the simplest thing ever. It's like you literally go over and under on that. Come on, catch, 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 yeah. And it's like this big tail here is it's like the long tail cast on in knitting. It's nuts. Like over. Oh wait, no. Over. No, come on. I've lost it now. Come on. Over like that. Under like that. Right. Yeah. There we go. Over like that. Or like that. Grand. Da. I'm doing the thing. I'm doing the thing successfully. It's the important thing. And then I'll be able to use this as like basically a foundation chain, which is going to be a more accurate length or whatever like that. And there's going to be a little bit of stretching. I kind of need that for a hairband. So we shall see where we go with this. But I'm kind of pleased that it's just like, here you go. This is like another thing I learned today. And I'm going backwards. Like under, pull. Internet pretty choppy tonight. You can't really see much. Yeah, River, that's because my internet is apparently a heap of shit. I don't really know. I'm sorry. Something's gone hilariously wrong with my internet. So, like, make of that what you will. No, I keep doing backwards. No. Over like that. Over like that. Grab and pull. Over, pull. And see if I can make sure the technique is actually visible, okay? Because this is like a thicker foundation chain. You can see I'm not quite good at it yet because it's a little bit uneven, but it's got so much potential to be like really, 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 really good. A little bit lumpy there, but we'll get better at it. So yeah, this is the tail, okay? This is the working thread. And I'm doing this just with knife grip because everybody uses knife grip. And it's like, take that over one side, over that side, pull it through, and he makes it. It's like the simplest thing in the world. I never would have thought of it in a million years. But like, look at that. Look at this is absolutely the way I'm doing all my foundation chains to like from this point on. This is fucking genius because the big problem with foundation chains is that like you end up having to do them particularly loose and it makes them kind of hard to judge like the size of stuff. Fucking genius, I tell you what. Now the only problem here is like how much am I actually going to need to do a hairband? Which is like, it's not, yeah. So I'm probably going to have to redo this, I think, and eyeball like how long it needs to be, but we shall see. It's fine. I need to do, okay. That is 2, 3, 4 stitches per inch-ish. Do I have a measuring tape? I do. 4 stitches per inch. Practical problem solving. Okay, I'm just gonna put down my headset for a sec. Hold on. Like that. Oh, come on. Where's the end of the fucking tape? There. Okay. I want it to go around my head. Roughly that position. So if I wanted to land about there. Yep, around there. And it's going to be 22 inches. So I might do a little bit shorter than that because I know this is going to have some stretch in it. So let's say, let's say 20, maybe 20, 21. Yeah. All right, 20, 21 inches. So 4 stitches. And let's say 22. I gotta do fucking maths in my head now. It's not great. Okay, so I'm gonna need about 80. Yeah. I'm gonna need about 80 to 90 stitches, I think. So I need, wait. Oh, fuck this. I can't do maths in my head. It's too late. Hang on. 4 stitches an inch. 22 inches. 4 times 22 is 88. I got that right? Yeah. So I gotta do about 80. 80-ish. Ish. Yeah. Okay. So if I start there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need that much yarn is an inch. All right. So measure this up again. About that much. How much yarn is an inch? About 7. Yeah, I mean, yeah, with ease or whatever like that, it's going to be about 7 or 8 inches. So, I'm not going to do this in my head. Fuck that. I can't do it in my head. Where's the calculator? Calculator. So, my 20, 140 inches of yarn. So I need to measure out 140 and that's my starting point. Right. Maths. Fucking maths. Right. Start, let's say here. Oh, come on. Go back. There we go. Right. Maths is fucking horrible. I don't care what anything it says. Okay, so I need 100. Come on. I need 140 to do the chain. Is that the limit of that? I thought this was more in my reel. Come on. Okay, listen. Come on. Just... How long of a measuring tape are you? Oh, you've only 60. Okay, your piece. Okay, all right. I see where you're going with this. All right, fine. Fuck this. You just less than useful. I'm telling you. Okay, 0. And I'm getting everything wrapped around my desk because that's just how we're rolling. Okay, let's just continue. We can do this. We'll have some. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. That's. You should see the way I'm trying to do this. Okay. If it's longer than it needs to be, just it's going to be fine. Okay, that's 60. That's 60. And then because my measuring tape just is not long enough to do 140 all in one go, we're just going to kind of eyeball this. Blah blah blah. And I managed to get a knot in it. Because fuck everything apparently. Let's get the knot out. I need to get the knot out. Just yeah, go on. I'll talk to you later. Well, no, just take it easy. Later. Okay, come on. We can do this. We can do this. I swear we can do this. I have stuff to do. Wait, come on. 29. Okay, that's 60. Okay, so that's now 120. All right, and now we just need another 20. So, okay, that, blah, 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 blah. Right. Okay, so we're just going to start around here. Right, okay. So that's as much as we need for the tail. So I'm going to go a little bit extra and then whack that off. And now we get to find out if I did it right. Betting on my ability to do maths, not great. And just basically if I cock it up, you know, if I cock it up, then it's just going to be whatever the fuck it is, you know, just whatever. We gotta get going with this. All right. And I should just do it like this, I'll tell you. And if I can, but that would probably be a bit too tight. I'm thinking. Yes. Over, in. Nah! Over. Yeah, it is somewhat tricky to get right because you're trying to maintain tension on two lines at the same time, going through almost the same stitches. Because nothing is ever easy, children. Absolutely nothing. Okay. No, backwards. Got it backwards. Over that side, in. Side, over that side. And I would be so, you know what, I'm just going to do the sensible thing and just two-hand this shit. Right, let's try it like this. That, a little bit easier. Like, it's a little bit more dexterity or whatever like that, but just like, at least I know how to run like two lines at the same time doing color work. And I fucked it up. So apparently I don't know anything about what I'm doing. Good job, me. Right, let's try this again. Let's try it again. It's because, you know, brand new technique, all right? We can't expect to be perfect at it first time off the bat. You know, we're just gonna see how we get on. Come on. That, in. Oh my God. I'm not even counting stitches because I'm trying to concentrate on actually getting it right. No, that's not even fucking right. That's just like, how does that not work? Yeah, because I'm doing it the wrong way. Because I'm going the wrong direction over. And that doesn't work at all. And it's going to be really fucking obvious if I cock it up because they're going to be the problem. See, this is what happens when you see shit you've never seen before. Just saying. Okay. So tricky. So fucking tricky. Can do it. We can do it. We can do it. Doing a new foundation chain technique that you've never really done before, where you have to get about 80 stitches off of it, and you're kind of like, guess this is going to work somehow. If it turns out to be a massive disaster, then we'll have to just restart. It'll be fine, though. Okay, come on. Am I still getting it right? Okay. I'm doing the thing, making the stuff, and it doesn't look like it's entirely bollocks just yet. But the night is young, and there is always plenty of time for me to completely arse it up later. It'll be fine. Just gotta get used to the technique. Somehow. Yeah, I can even see there's one side of it that's being a little bit more tightly woven than the rest. But still, though, that is a pretty good foundation chain, and it's nice that this is so stretchy as well. It's kind of what I expect for a foundation chain. Oh God, I need another can. Quaid, I don't know if you're still there, but could you please bring me in a can that isn't lime? Literally anything else. But not orange. I'm kind of numb to the orange. Just give me something that's not lime or orange. I don't even know what we've got. I just want something that's lime or orange. Okay, yeah, all right, we're still doing it. We're still doing it. We're fine. We're fine. Don't know what it is as well. I've had this major case of imposter syndrome lately, despite the fact that I know quite a bit about crochet. But I'm just like, but do I really? And can I really? And are people actually going to listen to me? And what if I'm just like, complete hot mess who doesn't deserve to be doing any of this crap? And I'm just like, oh, excuse me. And as Wild Nomad keeps telling me, no, you're fine. Stop being stupid. No, no. It's because the brain lies to you, kids. The brain absolutely lies to you. It tells you all kinds of stupid stuff like, oh, no one's ever going to love you, or you're terrible at everything. And you got to understand, the brain is absolutely lying its face off to you when it says that kind of crap. Loads of people love you. You are okay at stuff. You're actually pretty good at a lot of things. Most people are at least good at adulting, which they certainly have over me right now. I basically forgot to take a shower for something like a solid week, and that was not pleasant, I'll tell you what. Yeah, like it's just incredibly stretchy, and I'm wondering, do I even have to cut the tail short or something? Because this seems huge. Is that kind of like... She says as she bashes her headset. Okay, maybe I'll just continue. Okay, the tail bashed. You gotta trust the process. Gotta trust the process. Let's see where this takes us. This is kind of an experiment, I guess. I don't even know. I was like, I'm gonna just like make some stuff. There's maybe little things that I could sell in markets and things. Because I also went to the Vancouver flea market the other weekend and it was hella weird. And I kind of feel like, I want to go there again, definitely sell some of my craft stuff and some of my vintage things or whatever. Like, I don't quite know how they take to it, but I think it would be fun. Yeah, this looks really long. I have no idea why. Like, it'll stretch, yes, but how far is it going to stretch around my head, for example? Still not doing this correctly. Yeah, okay, I'm not sure. How much stretch do we want it to have? I don't know. Oh, come on. Just don't lose it on me, come on. This is so tricky. I mean, just, you gotta, like, the techniques are good, but they're very novel, I'll tell you what. Let's see, this is long. That is exceptionally long, and it stretches. Oh, God. All right, let's try it again. Let's see. Yeah, that's got like a lot of stretch in it. I think I only need a few more stitches. Yeah, I think I only need like a few more stitches. Where the hell did I get 22 inches from? Did I just complete? Yeah, okay, so apparently I cannot math. All right, it's fine. It's fine. I always knew that math would be my downfall. It's okay. And now I'm twisted around. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Where? Oh, okay, here we go. All the way backwards there. All right. Let's do a couple more. Because I don't want this to be too stretched. I just kind of want it to look kind of nice. And the fact that I'm going to have all this extra yarn here that I'm not... yarn does not go to waste in this house. It will always be kept and used for something, even if it's just sewing, or it'll be like for, if I don't have any like polyfill left and I want to, pack something into an amigurumi. Yeah, I'm just going to say that's going to be long enough. All right. Yeah, let's just go with that. Okay, so we've got these two here. And I've got to cut one off. Basically work it in, I think. So let's see. Let me see. You know what? I think I need to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to tie off one of them. I'll tie off this one. I'll tie off the back one, and then just weave the end in and call it fucking good. I don't have anything like the patience for dealing with this shit. Okay, back the bus up a second. Let's do this thing. Like, this is the line that's not gonna come out. Yeah. All right. It's fine. Let's say, let's just chop this off. I can go over there out of the way. Now I do want to weave you in. And that is the top, which is going to be nice. And I think we're going to do a slip stitch chain. So I definitely, well, no, it's going to have to be doubles. Or, okay, you know what? I'm just going to weave it at the end. This is not like, this is what we call an experimentation, you know, because I'm trying to theory graph my way through some bullshit. And it doesn't really matter what it is at this point. Like, I think, what am I going to do? I'm going to do trebles. And I'm going to do it in here. Will we do back loop? I think, well, yeah, we'll do back loop. I don't feel like trying to go through both loops. Again, experimentation. We're doing some horse shit, all right? Because trebles have a particular height that I want to go for. I go here, and then 2. Yeah, let's skip 2. Let's try 2. That. Center stitch, that stitch, then 1 there, that, and then in here. As a cross, does that work? I think it doesn't. The heights are slightly off. Yeah, it's going to have to be higher than that. And of course, it may not work anyway because this is kind of a, yeah, the heights are off. All right, that's fine. Let's back it up again. Try it again. Let's see, what'll I go for? Quadruple? Do we get away with quadruple? 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we might actually do. So let's say I want to target from there to, let's push it out a bit actually. I want to push it up by 2. So 1, 3. Put it up by here. That's going to say 2. And I just want to do a double, I think. No, wait. Back up. All right. 2, 3. Base it here and push it out 2, but we do need to anchor the X here. And I'm sure this is riveting. Okay, but just you gotta trust the process. I'm going somewhere. I promise you I'm going somewhere. 1, 2. Let's go to 3. And that, and then we're building up 1, 2. That's going to be over, and then we're going 1, 2, and building off this one. The correct one? No, it's the one next. Well, yeah, okay, we're going to call it this one. We'll call the one next to it. Fuck it. Right, okay. It's hilariously misshapen its next, I'll tell you what. Yeah, I think it is. It just that's this kind of the stupid shit that you come up with when it's like stupid o'clock and you just want to try something new. This is the kind of crap you kind of pull out of your ass. This is far too thick, by the way. It's not gonna fly. We're gonna do something a lot more simple than this. It's just I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do some slip stitch change. I'm going to do slip stitch change, but I'll start off with doing like a single crochet in the back loop kind of thing. I don't want to, I'm going to be overthinking this otherwise. Let's not go nuts. Yeah, let's see. It'll be a little bit of a ribbing, I kind of think, because like I know what I'm going for at the end of this and I want to make sure that it actually works up kind of quickly, you know. This is mostly going to be for like, oh, hey, it's going to be a big chunky hairband and it's going to have a little kind of a twist in the front of it. So we're just going to work it up real quick, and I may do it in smaller stuff later on. I just want to like do it in this really big chunky yarn first and see how it comes out. Because like lovely, big, soft, chunky yarn, I think is always a winner. And This, in case anybody cares, is called, where did I leave the thing? I think it's called Charisma. I think it's Patents, but I can't remember. Not off the top of my head anyway. Like, I'm sure I've got to left the thing somewhere. I don't know. Yeah, this is Patents Charisma, right? It's lovely, kind of like it's big, bulky, squishy, and I'm using a hook that's too small for it, so it's going to have some very interesting texture. It's going to be quite a bit tighter than normal, but it's going to be okay. That's kind of where we're going with this. I think that if I was going to do this seriously, as in not just kind of a quick run to see like how does it work up, that I would probably use something quite a bit thinner. And I do actually have some really lovely sock weight merino that I just managed to snag today. And I've also got me some really, really nice purple lace weight merino that came in the same bag. And it looks like somebody was double stranding like the sock weight merino and this other darker purple, like lace weight merino. And let me tell you what, I am going to do some cool shit with that stuff. Because, like, it's going to take a while for it to work up, but I think doing small things with it, I really just, like, you're going to get some really fancy, really soft stuff, you know? Especially because if you work with wool, it's going to have a little bit of ease or whatever in it. So, like, doing something like hairbands or whatever with it is definitely what you want to do. You don't even need, like, you're not going to need to put elastic or anything in it. You're not even going to need ties. You literally just do, like, the faintest little bit of ribbing and it'll just come together. It's going to be nice. It's going to be sweet. Promise you. Like, even this, you can see there it's getting some interesting ribbing on it already. Not so much the underside, definitely on top. Like it's got the ridges forming, which is what we want. Let's see. I definitely think this because like the better choice of this would be with a thinner yarn. But it's fine. We're just doing a quick little kind of just kind of this is like a prototype, you know. Prototyping I actually normally like to do with ribbon yarn, believe it or not. Like I'm all about prototyping with my ribbon yarn because like it's nice and easy to frog, it's very forgiving to frog as well. It doesn't fray that much either. And you know, it's very clear to see what you're actually doing, you know. And I really kind of enjoy that. I'm just like I need to be able to take a look at like the stuff I'm doing and like is this stitch actually working? And some of that is like you couldn't do this kind of stuff with mohair. It would be impossible to see for a start. But I think like using like this kind of stuff as well, just use some big fuck off chunky yarn just to see if it'll actually work. You know, because it doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to kind of eyeball whether the technique has actually got potential or not, or if the thing you've got in mind is a thing that can work. No guarantees it will, obviously. I think if this works, I'll just bang out a few of them and just kind of see how I feel about them. Like I would say that, I'd probably be able to, like, yeah, maybe like $20-$30 or something like that for something like this. Um, with yarn that I could work up quickly. I'm kind of slow on this as well because it's kind of chunky and this is very kind of, this is not ideal, basically. And I took far too long trying to figure out how to actually, like, how many stitches I need to put into the initial foundation chain. Like, I think normally you would not need to do that at all. You literally just start, you'll know ahead of time how many stitches you're doing and you just bang it out. Like, the first time I did a market bag, I knew the pattern I wanted to do, but I still had some refinement or whatever, and I needed to kind of get my head around how certain parts of it were going to come together. So I think it took me like, maybe 4 or 5 hours. But these days, if I sit down and do a market bag or whatever, I know the pattern by heart. I know exactly how to put it all together. I could bang that sucker out in maybe 2 or 3 hours, you know? And that just kind of depends on, how I'm feeling on the day. I could probably get it, like if I'm feeling pretty good, I'll get it out quite quickly. If I'm feeling kind of rubbishy, then it'll just take a lot. It'll take longer. But this stuff now, we're just experimenting, no pressure or anything. Honestly, with this, I think this would probably be pretty good to do a hairband, but I wouldn't have enough in it to actually make anything like a hairband. I don't think I'd have enough yarn. Not left anyway. I think I may have another skein of it somewhere that I could use in order to make some hairbands. And I gotta say, it's lots of fun to work with because you don't know from looking at it, but like there's no stretch in it at all. Like in the yarn itself, you don't need like yarn. It got a little bit of stretch in it. This has nothing, so it's interesting. All the stretch in that comes from like the way that you work it, and that's actually pretty cool. It's like it gives it a very interesting texture, I think. Because it for whatever reason, because it's ribbon yarn, it kind of clings together weirdly. And that's not entirely cotton. That's like cotton and acrylic, if I remember the tag, which is the thing that I have to actually go and check. I got to write that up again. But like, that's just, I don't know. That's just the way it is. You're doing experimentation. You got to figure out what yarn works with whatever thing. And the most important thing, as always, is to just continue doing it every single day. Crochet every day, or do the art thing every day. No matter what you're doing. Okay. All right. So that's our double crochet. I like this so far. I don't like the back side of it. Not really. What are we going to do next? Yeah, I know what we're going to do next. Do this, and I'm like, I should take advantage of the fact that I can crochet with my left hand more often, if that makes sense. Because like, I feel like sometimes I just don't. It's like it's a cool skill to have, but I don't take nearly enough. I don't put nearly enough effort into actually like doing it, because it's like, oh yeah, you know, I just like I have all these other techniques are like options open to me because I can crochet with either hand, and like anytime I want a particular direction, I can just like swing back, you know. No, I don't like that. I'm going to do doubles, or sorry, singles, or will I do doubles? I don't know. What does chat think? Singles or doubles? Does anybody with me care? Probably not. I don't know. I don't know. I know you're, yeah, I know you're listening. I'm just trying to decide whether I should do single or double crochet in the next line coming back. I don't know if I will. Not sure. Maybe I try doubles. I tried doubles. Fuck it. Why not? Stick with my left hand, do doubles, see how they come out. God knows I need the practice. As you can see, because I'm just randomly splitting the yarn all over the place. Come on. I mean, this is the same thing with everything else. Like, if you don't actually practice with your left hand, you're not going to be very good at it. And I feel that I definitely suffer from not practicing enough with my left. Like, I really should be so much better at it. Which is single, like me. Ha! Too late, I'm doing doubles. Choice has been made. I'm gonna do. I'll do singles after this. It's fine. I'm gonna do a row of singles and then probably finish with a slip stitch and call it good. Anything more than that is probably going to involve effort that I don't want to be dealing with. Because again, just an experiment. We're doing this quickly. Quick being the operative word. This is probably going to be a very thick hairband. I kind of get the feeling, and it's definitely not going to work on someone like me, she of having almost no hair, because I make a point of keeping my hair super fucking short. How else could you see my outrageous earrings, which I never wear? Not on stream anyway, or at least I don't unless I actually make them. No, there's going to be a thick hairband for people who have lots of hair that they want to keep out of their face, or I don't know. Or people who want to, you know, relive the 60s. Although I think for that it would probably need to be pink, and it is unfortunately not pink. But, you know, it's going to be fine. I think if nothing else, what I will do is try making some key rings, because thick, chunky yarn key rings are just like, I think there should be more of them in the world, because like thick, chunky yarn key rings are super satisfying to squish when you're not feeling, like when you're not feeling, like, well, basically when you're not feeling great and you don't have someone like Frank around to keep you on the level, you know? Having like a little squishy key ring, like that's something. That's kind of fun. That's kind of nice. I'll do it in like, you know, well, I'll do it with this stuff maybe. Or I might do it in cotton, you know. I have some great patterns for some really interesting stuff that looks a bit like a heart. Why did you split on me? God damn you. Look, just no, don't do that. Don't do that. Letting the side down here, come on. Yeah, see, like this is the problem. I'm only doing knife grip with my left, and I'm clearly just not great at it. Like, and you consider that I'm supposed to be much better at doing all of these techniques, especially because I was doing it with doing it with my left. I should be far better at just plain knife grip with using my left. Most basic thing you can do. Like, I'm not even much better about like doing pen grip, and that was the thing I was actually practicing yesterday. Come on. Like, because one thing I noticed is that a lot of the like the Turkish or Middle Eastern crocheters will use, like a fair number of them would use pen grip, and I actually see quite a number of left-handers as well. And like the one thing that they do is that they always use a kind of a flick, like, or most of the time. I don't think I've seen anyone actually just uses the plain pen grip. They do a kind of like a flick like this, where they rotate the hook around their fingers, as opposed to rotating the hand back and doing that extremity of motion that can really kind of pull on the tendons in the back of your hand. They don't do that. They literally use their fingers to flick the hook, to lever around the hook like this. And that's fascinating. That's like a very much a kind of like a, that is like problem solving right there. It's like if you want to use pen grip, if like that's the thing you want to do, but you don't want to take the risk of screwing up your hands, then that's exactly what the motions that you would make. You'd put the actual the motions that you need to make into another joint that doesn't suffer from the extreme, like the extreme range of motion required. And in your fingers, that's easily done, because you're literally just like pushing that finger down to hinge it. And I'm not even doing it very well here, which is something that I need to practice, because again, if someone decides that pen grip is what they want to do with their left hand, I would need to teach them a way that isn't going to actually, give them carpal tunnel syndrome for a start. That I think is be very important. We shall see. But like, I really, yeah, I do appreciate seeing stuff like that. It's important. You got to be able to like analyze the way that people actually crochet, like, because you will never come up with like, I don't think you can say you can teach someone unless you can essentially teach them in the way that you know is not going to actually hurt them. Like, I remember talking to Chai Fox or whatever about this on one stage on one of his streams. Chai Fox Creations, by the way, follow him. He does a lot of knitting. He's a left-handed knitter. Does really beautiful stuff. Really, really beautiful stuff. I was talking to him about this kind of stuff at one stage. And I was like, yeah, like he's seen a bunch of people, because apparently he used to work in a yarn store. He's seen a bunch of people being taught how to do be really ergonomically unfriendly, like knitting methods. And I was like, I mean, yeah, it does happen. It's like, it's just like, it's definitely a thing. I don't think enough is known about ergonomics and everything, but like, even unless you were new from the start, like as far as you're concerned, that's just the way that you knit or the way that you crochet, and it's never hurt you. So, well, what do you care? It's like, obviously I'm not having a problem. Well, you're not everybody. And if someone just can't get knife grip because it's hurting them, or the way they do it is hurting them, and they shouldn't do pen grip because the way they do it is going to give them, it's going to completely bollocks up their wrists, then it's not fair to teach them, obviously. Okay, well, this is doing the usual thing of curling, which is kind of a thing that crochet likes to do because of the tightness of the foundation chain, but it'll work out, because this is going to be under stretch again once it's actually put together. Because again, this is a hairband. I don't think it's going to matter if it's not as, unless if it's a little bit tight at the end. But we can also accommodate for that by just making it tight in the last row. Problem solving is what we're doing here, kids. We are solving the problems. And son of a bitch, why are you here? Just harshen my vibe. Why are you in the middle of this shit? Like, come on. No. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Fuck this. I am not having that kind of a join there that looks like ass. We are going someplace else with that. No. All right. Where is it? Where are we going to put this? I do not want that color to just kind of go abruptly like that. No, we're not doing that. We're going to do something else, and I don't want to actually. Let's see. Seriously? I mean, it's not bad because at least it's the same color, but seriously, just another fucking knot? Are you just taunting me now or what? Okay, you know what? I've had enough of you. You're going to go in here. Stay in there. And think about what you've done. We're going to do it from the outside. That's green at least. Right. Bust up a second here. Okay. This color at least matches. All right. If I have to deal with any more breaks, I swear to God, we're going to have an issue. All right. Let's do this. Splice the yarn. Splice the yarn at the same color. God damn it. Absolute piece of crap. All right. Let's start on this side. Loop on top. Just like this. Take this thing, tail, start wrapping. Twice or 3 times is kind of enough. I usually just do twice, then put it under through that loop. And then start pulling. What you should find is that this thing you just tied it onto is still going to move. Okay? Pay attention. That's what you want. This is a double fisherman. That's one side of it. The other side, same thing. Give yourself some slack. Drop the loop on top. All right? There's the loop. Drop it on top. Here's the tail. Take the tail. Start wrapping it around the 2 of them. 1, 2, up and under, through the loop. And then pull that into place. And then take the 2 together. Pull them tight. And if you have done this right, kids, that is never coming apart. You'd literally have to break the yarn, and you're not going to do that. So what we do at this point is these are the tails. We can just clip them nice and short. That over there. And make sure you're not clipping through that. I have done that before. There we go. And there's a splice. That'll get lost pretty quickly because this is a very chunky yarn. Enough of your guff now. We've got stuff to do, and we're not going to be held up by shenanigans from the yarn that we have chosen to use. You are just going to do what you're told, and I'm going to have enough of your bullshit. I mean, in fairness, this is just like a single stitch, and we can just kind of tuck it in. It's probably going to be okay, but like, if it's going to show up more on chunky yarn, I think, like, did I even do that right? I did not. I like. Come on. Back loop. Through. Stitch. I was just randomly doing half double crochets. Alright, that's fine. Let's just continue. Like, I'm not going to, look, and honestly, I'm not going to be too hard on the yarn in this case because we are just kind of theory crafting here. We're just kind of experimenting, you know? It is what it is. We're just gonna get through it. We're gonna get through it. We're gonna get through it. Yarn idiocy aside. And we're gonna have a hairband of some description at the end of this. Or my name is not Cypherlive. Okay, look, it's not Cypherlive anyway, but you know what I mean. Alright, come on. Now, let's see. I have this idea in mind for doing the join. Kind of make it a very interesting looking hairband. But we're just going to do this, I guess, for flex more than anything else. Left-handed crochet and then right-handed crochet, and we just alternate the rows. And you know, we're just, yeah, you know, I don't care. Let's just continue. Let's just continue. The important thing is that, like, we still have this consistent colorway. Like, the color changes slowly on this, but I don't want to just kind of lose the color because a break happened and I didn't account for it. You know, just like, that would suck. That would really suck. Like, just abrupt color change would look really fucking weird on something this small anyway. Like, if you think if you're going to splice the two, and if it's a yarn like this and you're splicing one onto the other, like, at the very least you could do is just go to a section of the yarn that matches the color, so it's not so fucking obvious. Let's see. Yeah, clearly Quaid is not on and listening to me right now because he has not brought me another can of bubbly. Oh well, I get a can after I'm done here. Honestly, this is incredibly thick anyway. I wonder like how no, you know what? Fuck it. I want to go to another line anyway. Let's just continue. I get the feeling it's going to look kind of interesting anyway. And not only because like the yarn itself is just like, it's kind of a chunky fun to work anyway. So whatever, it's all right. Let's see. So fun fact, I finally managed to get all of the crystal that I got packed, like basically photographed, packed, listed on Etsy and put away. And I tell you, if you've ever tried to essentially clean, photograph, list, and then store something like 20 like crystal glasses from the 60s, like, you probably know how much like actual like nail biting nervousness there is in just moving that stuff around because they are so tingy. Like, them glasses, like, they touch each other and they sound like bells. They're assholes like that. And I had lots of fun trying to figure out a way to just store them such that, like, okay, so they're not going to bounce off each other because that would be bad and I don't want to break them, like I broke one of the Waterford glasses. But I also need to find a place to put them. Okay. Oh yeah, we're yawning now. It's that nice. Yeah. So I also had to find a place to put them in my little storage area. And long story short, I now have no room at all. And I have to start selling stuff quite a bit like more seriously, or else I'm going to be exceptionally out of room. Fun times indeed. And I do actually have an order to go out tomorrow. I may pack it tonight to take it out tomorrow. And we'll have to just see how that works out. We're nearly done. We're nearly back to right-handed crochet. And I kind of feel like I should put this, get this angle here in the camera a little bit more improved maybe. I don't know. Yeah, yawning. One thing I keep seeing showing up on Instagram, okay, is this like mobile phone holder light thingy-me-bobby. And I was looking at it going, $70 for that. That looks really good, like a really good deal. And then I saw a completely different company on Instagram advertising almost exactly the same thing. And all I could think was, oh boy, haven't you guys figured this shit out already? Like, because the ad targeting works in a similar way. So basically what you've got here is a product which is clearly made by the same manufacturer, which has just been white labeled to you. And you're just saying, oh, this is this revolutionary mobile phone holder light thing that's like really easy to use and you can just set up your desk and it's great for content thing. And I'm just like, I'm sure it is, dude, but like, it's really patently obvious that that's not your product. It's literally just something you bought from China. And I'm sure it's great, yes, but is it $70 good? Probably not. I'll go check Alibaba and buy it for half that later if I really want it. Yeah. Yeah, see, it's just that there's a little bit of like, what is there a kink there? Why? Don't tell me I have to block you. That would suck. Is that... Okay, this might actually be too big. How does it work out to be too big? Why is math so hard? Let's just check this again. All right. It's fucking too big. It's too big. Maths means nothing. Science means nothing. This bullshit's too big. What has gone wrong here? Where did I cock it up? How did we reach this point? This is just... Why? Like, you should think that like we need so many stitches. Like, this is so fucking long. And is my measuring tape wrong? Is this a non-standard measuring tape? Look at this. It's 23 inches. And that's without the little stretch in it. Why did we decide it was, like, I thought it was supposed to be 20, and I cut all this off because it wasn't. Oh my god, guys. I'm just. This day is stupid. And everything I'm making is turning into dog shit. Yeah! You know what this means, of course. Yep. It means frogging all the shit. Because apparently that's just how we're going to roll today. And I just splice stuff for nothing. I mean, not really for nothing, let's be clear. Like, just because why? You know, just... Because the splice anyway was really rubbishy anyway. But just like, oh, fuck this. Come on. Shall we call it quits and try it again tomorrow? I wonder. No. Come on. Let's back it up a lot. Maybe if I just did it with like single crochet or something, would that work? Or maybe use a bigger hook, would that work? I don't know. I don't know. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Apparently I'm a hot mess. Alright, you know what? We're just gonna frog the whole thing. Fuck it. Frog everything. Let God sort it out. Well, what I could do is just try it on the other stuff that I've got here. Hold on. No, okay. So, this is where this crap is. Riveting television. Look at this. Hell yeah. Oh, okay. Actually, interesting for you guys. I don't know if anyone here is into steampunk, all right? But I did a terrifying thing on Friday afternoon. I actually streamed myself writing the start of a novel. I did the writing thing on stream live in front of like nobody, but I did it. I did it, and somehow my brain did not shit a brick. Which I was really afraid that it was going to there for a while. I was definitely feeling the kind of like, I am so fucking scared, and I have no idea why. It's probably because my brain just is, you know, likes to go play with the fairies. I don't know. Like, because I collect neuroses the way other people, like, with the way other people collect, I don't know, parking stubs. You stay there. Because I'm mad, effectively. Okay, so hear me out. What if we just make something out of this? Or this, because I mean, technically the hook size doesn't really matter. You know what? We're just, I think, you know what? You know what? I think if all else fails, make flowers and then figure out what you're doing later. So I'm just going to make myself some fucking flowers. This is now a flower stream. I'm sorry for everybody who came here expecting to see hairbands. We're now going to make some flowers. I don't really care if this is like a problem per se, because I'm sure that, you know, flowers might be more interesting than hairbands. But look, I just want to make some flowers, all right? Okay. We're just going to use this yarn. It'll be fine. Lots and lots of flowers. Or at least one. I don't know. Until somebody brings me more bubbly, I'm kind of out of ideas. Anyway, this is ribbon yarn. Ribbon yarn is really great. It actually works really well for a lot of stuff. Specifically for handbags. Which is why I need to go and get more of it. But like, you walk into your average shop, yarn shop anyway, looking for stuff like, you know, decent ribbon yarn or cord or t-shirt yarn or whatever, stuff that they would, you know, or even just kind of fluffy blanket yarn, the kind of stuff that, like, Michael's has a lot of fluffy blanket yarn on clearance, you know. Do they have any cord? Not really. Or any, like, t-shirt yarn? Absolutely not. That's way too bougie, even for Michael's. But I'm just like, I kind of need that stuff. Like, if I want to make bags, that is, oh wait, come back here. Where the fuck do you think you're going? Falling off the desk. Like, I mean, just seriously, like, where do you think you're going with that? Come on. Like, if I want to make bags, like the delightful master crocheters of the Middle East, I'm gonna have to actually get some t-shirt yarn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's not where that goes. 9, 10, 11, 12, think that's going to be enough. Right. Look. Check this shit out. And that. Oh, yank that closed. All right. Okay. Right. So this is the end of a round, right? At this point, we're going to do something fucking crazy. You literally take the hook out, stick it in here. Okay. So this is where we're basically anchoring it in here in order to start the next round. And then you pick up the active stitch and pull it through in the back. And just so you know, I'm just as surprised as you are that this shit works. And yet here we are. You pull it through from here, okay? And you take it out and slip this in the front. And pull that through. And slip that back on. And again, I can't tell you, this is some insane shit. This is like, we are now in the place of dragons and we don't know what the fuck we're doing, or at least I certainly don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And I need to tighten that a bit, I think. Come on, tighten in. Or don't. Are you just being an ass or something? Come on. Where are you? Just tighten there. Just obey the fist. Am I pulling the wrong thing? No, I'm not. I'm not pulling the wrong thing. Just come on. There's that. Come on. I can see you, you fuck. You pull through there, and you pull through there. See, they are so much better at this than I am. It's kind of terrifying, and now I feel bad. Yeah, see, okay, all right, we're going to have to just rewind this a second. So that comes out here. Pull that a little bit. And just don't slip or anything, okay? Come on, pick up. Don't slip. There. Back on the hook. Right. Then pull through. No. Twist it first. I remember they did this. They twisted it first because I'm trying to make this look like a double crochet. You literally take the hook and twist the whole thing somehow. Or is it backwards? I'm actually... Oh no, you just gotta maybe pull the working yarn over. This is, like I said, this shit's weird, I gotta say. It works as far as I know, but it's incredibly strange. Yeah, that does look kind of strange. I've kind of cocked it up. Grand fucking, yeah, okay. I guess that's how we're doing it. I'm just gonna have to half-ass it, I guess. Pull this out through. And like that. Did that work? Yeah, okay, that actually looks somewhat more reasonable. Possibly. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. We're just going to continue from here. It'll be fine. We're making flowers. We're just making flowers. I'm just like, whatever. We're making flowers. It's 3, 4, 5. Do the picot because we want to point on this particular petal. Go through, slip stitch, lock it in. Now, shenanigans will now ensue into this gap. Okay, this is actually one of those rare instances where it's actually much easier to do this using knife grip than it is using like English throwing style. I kid you not. I need to do what is basically a puff stitch. And I need to do it kind of so that it lands in here. So, like that. In, grab, through, grab, through, and through all of those. Lock it in. And 1, 2, 3. Come on. All right. See, that doesn't really look correct as being a petal. It's like, that's too big. Like, or this side is too big. I'm like, how the fuck is that? Just, why is that like that? Okay. It's like, okay on this side. It's kind of a bit of a fucking mess on this side. All right, let's try that again. Let's try that again. What am I missing here? We are going to get one fucking thing right. Literally one thing right. Come on. Might just do regular picot. Fuck this. Okay. One extra. Let's tighten it down. Do the picot that I personally prefer to do. And maybe we'll just tighten this shit up a bit. Let's say... okay, let's just do it in here. Fuck this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Through all of them for the puff. Lock that in. 1, 2. And this is all over the place now, but we're just going to continue because fuck it, it's urban yarn. It'll just figure it out. And in place. That is maybe a little bit better as a petal, but it still looks like a layering heap of shit because this is ribbon yarn. Oh well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn over. Do the tight picot, then let's do it in the same stitch. Why not? We've already committed to this nonsense, you might as well continue. 3, 4. Pull through, and there's a break in the yarn. Because fuck everything. There's a break in the yarn. Okay, you know what? We're just going to leave it. It'll be fine. This is experimentation. We're not gonna concern ourselves with such things right now. Oh, come on. Crochet flowers, okay? We can do this. We can totally do this. See, I've got 2 petals already, even if they don't look like fucking anything, because this is just... because this is horse shit of the eyes. I don't know. This is probably much nicer if it was on, like, yarn that was actually, you know, suitable for it, instead of this horse shit. So, okay. 1, 2, 3. Come on, yarn. 4. This is painful, but we're doing 1 flower. 1, 2. Lock it in. See? Now we've got like 3 flowers. There's 3 petals. 3 petals. Oh god. 1, 2, 3, 4. Somehow do the tight picot. Oh dear god. And 1. Oh god. I'm running out of... Come on. Just give me 1 fucking flower, man. 1! There's enough yarn there. We can totally do 1 flower. It's going to be stupid, but, you know, and pointless, and I'll probably frog it later. But the important thing is that we did it. All right. 2, 3, 4. There. 1, 2. Yay. How many petals we can get around this? Now, that is the question. Not enough. Oh, come on. Don't drop it. 1, 2, 3, 4. This yarn hates me. Tight picot. If you don't know what a picot stitch is, I invite you to Google it. Difficult. Well, I mean, you can ask me what it is if you're really curious, but just for my sake, go ahead and Google it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, I gotta get better doing that. The puff is apparently a bugbear of mine. 1, 2. In there. I mean, it's okay. We're getting there. We're getting there slowly, even if this is going to be the world's weirdest looking flower. 2, 3, 4. Oh, come on, tight Pico. Doesn't matter if I'm just like, the gauge on this is just already all over the place. We're not going to think about that right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. How do you do this on a regular basis? Come on. And lock. And 1, 2. Ah! Just too many petals all over the place. I should have done an extra stitch in between. Because, like, look at that. We're definitely going to have too many. But you know what? We're going to continue. I don't fucking care anymore. We're going to put in the extra. We're going to go one more and fucking call it good. Ugh. Okay. 3, 4. This is going to be the weirdest lopsided flower ever. 1. Come on. 1 flower. 1 flower. 1 flower. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hate this flower. That and through. 1, 2. Lock it in. Now you've got an extra stitch because fuck everything. Oh, there we go. This, dear friends, is the world's stupidest looking flower. And it's missing a petal because I couldn't fit it in a petal. This entire stream has been an absolute disaster from start to finish. Thank you for joining me for whatever the fuck this is. It's been the most... What the hell? I was planning to actually be productive. I have been the least productive of anything. Just... What the fuck am I like? Okay. It's fine. I'm sure... I know Frank is going to have some harsh words for me later once I get off stream. He makes a point of not harassing. He doesn't berate the talent while we're live, you know? He saves it for later, which is okay. This is going to go straight into the I don't know, the destruction pile, and all these ends are just going to go someplace else. I don't even know. Finish the drink. Oh. Yay! All right. Thank you very much for hanging out. I'm not going to bother rating anybody because, frankly, I don't have the energy, and I don't think anyone needs to. I don't need to inflict myself on anybody else. It's just it's almost 11 o'clock. It's fucking Sunday night. I'm gonna go and just try to make something of whatever crap I've got going on. Thank you very much for hanging out. Do appreciate it. I'll probably see you guys sometime during the week. Keep an eye out for streams. Yeah. I will probably be back writing the novel as well at some point. Look. Snip, snip, snip. All right. Take it easy, y'all. Bye.